Hi everybody, I'm Swayzak2002, and today we're going to read VeggieTales, The Story of Flibber-o-Loo. This book was written by Vischer and was released in 1999. I grew up with VeggieTales because my parents are Christian, and I thought it would be a good idea to read something for the children today. I know YouTube has a feature that allows you to mark a video as made for kids, but I don't believe in that exactly after seeing some of my favorite childhood cartoons marked as made for kids, so I'm setting this video to not for kids, so it could be for everyone. But your children can watch it if you like, because it teaches a good lesson. Let's get started. VeggieTales, The Story of Flibber-o-Loo. A lesson in loving your neighbor. It's the story of Flibber-o-Loo, written by Vischer. The sun always shone on the mountains of Flibber. The winds and the rains never came. To call the place beautiful, no one would quibble. Though hard in the feet, they exclaim. But high in those hills, past the rocks and the rubble, so high that the clouds were below, sat two tiny towns that were nothing but trouble. As you listen, you'll see that so. The town to the west, that thought it was best, bore the name Flibber-o-Loo, where the women and men, since 1710, have worn on their heads one large shoe. You can see here that is wrong a shoe on its head. Now in town number 2, one big shoe wouldn't do, so the people of Gibber-de-Lot would look down and bellow at shoe head as fellows and place on their own heads a pot. Got a pot on his head. For days without end, these two neighbors would bicker as to which headgear was best, and the shoes and the pots would fly ever sicker from morning to night without rest. They were throwing the shoes and the pots at each other. But not all of the people who lived in these cities were angry and bitter and vile. A few would write poems and sing happy ditties and greet all their friends with a smile. One Philippian fellow who hated to fight tried hard not to act like a mobster. While pops crashed around him from morning to night, he just played with his pet wine lobster. See? It's got this old 3D animation look that I really like. It's like Reboot, but with vegetables. That's what I think of it. And Reboot also had a character named Bob, so yeah. They kept to themselves, and they talk until one day he said, "Hey, let's go for a walk. I'm tired of lying around like a squid. I want to go out there." So that's what he did. The shoe-headed boy and his blue plastic friend walked out of their town and began to descend to the dark rocky valley between the two cities, away from his friends and their light-hearted ditties. "Hey, this is swell," he said. "Gosh, this is fun. It's great that my lobster can get out and run." But neither the toy nor the boy with the shoe could see the disaster about to ensue. For up in the rocks, just out of sight, were 6 beady eyes, filled with anger and spite. 6 beady eyes watched our hero meander, true shifty crooks and a ruthless commander. "Oh look, what good fortune," the nasty one said. "Here comes a poor fool with a shoe on his head. I bet he's got money, I bet he's got gold, or maybe some jewelry he'd like us to hold. Whatever the booty, I think I could stand it. Why, that's what I live for, that's why I'm a bandit." And then they attacked him from under the rock. First they knocked off his shoe, then they knocked off his sock. But the thing they did next was extremely unfunny. Why, they shook him so hard that he dropped his milk money. "Hey," I protested, "I don't like your ilk. How will I grow strong if I don't drink my milk?" This was like a recurring running gag in VeggieTales. They would always try to steal their milk money. But they didn't care. They'd accomplished the goal. So they put our friend down, stuck his head in a hole. His head is in a hole. And walked off with his money, every last nickel. Then yelled back as they left, "See you around, silly pickle." Then he said with a moan, "Well, I guess I'm alone." But this was the loneliest he'd never known. His friends were far off and his lobster was missing. The sound he could hear was just the wind hissing. I know I wouldn't like to be in this predicament. Sometimes when I have my covers on over myself, I feel like I'm trapped in a cave, and the light I can see is like the only light invisible from the cave, so I have to take my covers off or else I get claustrophobic. Things looked pretty grim for our Philippian buddy. his head in a hole, his shoe bent and muddy. But then, were those footsteps? Oh, could it be true? Along came the mayor of Flibber-o-Loo. Of anyone, surely he helped the poor soul. Hello, said the boy with his head in a hole. I seem to have fallen, I seem to be stuck. But now that you're here, well, I guess I'm in luck. Oh dear, said the mayor, observing the shoe. A fellow in need, and he's Libyan too. Young man, I have noticed your dire situation. Please rest assured that I share your frustration. That's the mayor. But how can I put this? Oh, what can I say? Ah, maybe you'll understand better this way. I'm busy, dreadfully busy. You've no idea what I have to do. Busy, shockingly busy. Much too busy for you. I remember the song. As soon as the mayor had finished his song, a Philippian doctor came strolling along. Here's the doctor. Out of my way, she said, starting to slide. If you and your pickle would space it beside, I'm very important. I can't stand and chat. Well, that's not my pickle. I found him like that. Well, besides, it so happens that I'm noteworthy too. Why, I am the mayor of Flibber-o-Loo. I see, said the doctor. Then you'll understand. Without an appointment, I can't lend a hand. There are folks with bronchitis. There are kids with the flu, she said to the mayor of Flibber-o-Loo. If I'm not mistaken, they're quite busy too. Well, they talked about schedules, compared daily planners, till finally a voice said, Please pardon my manners. I don't mean to bug you. I see that you're busy, but being inverted has made me quite dizzy. The two other Philippians paused for a while. They looked at each other and said with a smile, We're busy, dreadfully busy. There's no idea what I have to do. We're busy, shockingly busy. Much too busy for you. 'Cause we're busy, frightfully busy. More than a bumblebee, more than a gnat. Busy, horribly busy. We love to help, but we can't. They can't help. Oh, it was just dreadful. How can they desert their Philippian friend with his head in the dirt? That's it, then. I'm finished. I'll die here down under. If they will not help me, then who would, he wondered. But wait! Someone else on the road overhead. Would they have a friend beaten up, left for dead? Oh, look! On his head, not a shoe, but a pot. Why, this little guy was going to gibber the lot. Would he help a Philippian? Surely not. The boy with the pot saw a friend with a shoe. Oh, look! He exclaimed. He's from Flibber-o-Loo. Why, they think we're garbage. They pelt us with shoes. Why should I care if he's beaten and bruised? But out here in the wild, his chances are slim. If I was in need, would I want help from him? He looked at our friend, and he looked at the shoe, and in his heart, he knew what to do. He may be Philippian, but that's plain to see. But God made him special, just like he made me. So he got him unstuck, and he picked up a shoe, and together they walked back to Flibber-o-Loo. Out of the valley and back into town, where he stayed by his side till the doctor was found. Oh my, said the doctor, he's wearing a pot. The little one there is from Flibber-o-Loo. You saved this fellow? You pulled him through it? I don't understand. Tell me, why did you do it? He has a shoe, and I have a pot. But when we look deeper, there's more that we've got. God made us special, and now I can see. If you're special in him, then you're special in me. Love your neighbor. When someone helps you, then you'll understand. Love your neighbor. Loving means lending a hand. If you see someone who's hurt or in need, maybe it's time to perform a good deed. And when you're finished, you'll find out it's true. When you make them feel better, you'll feel better too. Love your neighbor. When someone helps you, then you'll understand. When you love your neighbor, loving means lending a hand. So he boiled the pot, gave the doctor some money to pay for the cucumber's bill, and the mayor cried out with his eyes moist and runny, I'm touched by his act of goodwill. I like that piggy bank design. If this little guy can take care of his brother when he lives in one town and he in the other, why can't we all try to help one another and love would surround our fair hill? Now if you may visit the mountains of Flibber, you won't see a shoe or a pot. Instead they throw flowers and candy to nibble. I bet that you like it a lot. That's some vaporwave aesthetic there. And that's the end. I hope you enjoyed me reading that story. I have more videos where I read for the children planned. Please give me a recommendation. I have a LinkedIn profile. I really want to become a writer because I enjoy both reading and writing. I read books online. It's rarely that I do read, but I hope you enjoyed me reading for you. Okay, I'm Swayzak2002. Bye!